morning, everybody. If you don't mind, I will speak in English out of respect to our guest, and the whole conference will be in Hebrew, but I thought that the opening needs to be in English. So, Secretary Corman, thank you very much for honoring us. Thank you for all the distinguished guests from Israel, and we have some from the OECD. I think we picked a very interesting day to have the conference today. After yesterday's announcement, you know, OECD was established, I believe, in the 60s, in the beginning of the 60s, and it was part of a new world order, which included free trade, economic development, global responsibility, and the OECD is probably the best symbol for that approach. That approach has been under attack in recent years, I would say, where the world is looking at dismay how institutions, both within states, like we are viewing in it, we are feeling in Israel and maybe in other countries around the world, but as well as global cooperation is being put under, I would say, strain or attack by people from all over the political landscape. I think it is very important, especially in times like that, to talk about long-term economical policy, to talk about economic resilience, about fiscal responsibility, about monetary moderation, to talk about long-term investment in infrastructure, in human development. It is those policies that really create the resilience of states to stand in crises like the ones we are going through in Israel. Not only the internal political upheaval, obviously the 7th of October and the war and the conflict, which is a major economical event for us, but also, you know, I would say the change in the world order, in the world trade. All of these are real threats to economical long-term development. However, in the last 40 years, I'm in the high-tech industry. And you cannot be in a high-tech industry and be a venture capitalist if you're not an optimist. And I am an eternal optimist. I'm a big optimist about the world, and I'm a big optimist in Israel. We are now facing probably the most important technological revolution of our time, the AI, which could unleash tremendous amounts of productivity gain, improvements. We can leverage that definitely in Israel, but also globally, to improve the lives of many people, to continue the economical development, and continue to move the world forward. I believe that Israel specifically, because of our strength in Israeli high-tech, Israel high-tech, 20% of our GDP, we all know that. We are proud members of the global high-tech community. I think Israel can be at the forefront of that investment. But it does require from Israel and from the government of Israel, of which we have some representative. Unfortunately, the finance minister announced in the last minute that he will not be able to join us today, but I hope and I'm quite confident he does, you know, he has met and I believe OECD has presented their report yesterday. If you read the OECD report, it coincides a lot with a lot of what the work that has been done by the Aaron Institute over the last 10 years, or more than 10 years now. We established the Aaron Institute in order to provide opinion leaders, government officials, the Bank of Israel, and the business community tools and long-term policy recommendation to ensure both, if I may, to ensure economical growth. Israel can and should be one of the 10 leading economies in the world. I think we are on track to get there, despite all the upheaval recently. Israel needs to have social mobility, and Israel is, in the Aaron Institute, we view those two goals. On one hand, economical growth, but on the other hand, social mobility. Social mobility not only represents the very important task of utilizing the full potential of the country, but it also represents the moral values, which is a very important foundation for any society, and definitely for the Jewish state and the state of the Jewish people. So the social mobility as well as economical growth have been the North Star in the Aaron Institute, and we have been, and again, thanks to Professor Eckstein and all of the amazing researchers in the Institute, have been able to to deliver very important policy recommendations. Some of them have actually been implemented. And we look forward to a very fruitful discussion today. We cannot thank enough Secretary Corman and the OECD for honoring the Aaron Institute in doing and presenting the report to the public in our house with us. So we appreciate that, and we thank you very much for that, and we look forward to a very interesting and fruitful discussion. And I do hope we, meaning including government, including politicians, including everybody else who is here, listen very carefully to the recommendation put together in the OECD report. It couldn't have been said better, and I really urge you all to listen carefully. Thank you so much. And now you will do the invitation. Thank you.